Hello, this is Samuel from Action Figure Fury, and today I'll be bringing you a review of the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin White Ranger. As you can probably guess, in my earlier video where I discussed this figure in the haul, I'm a 90s kid, and of course I grew up with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, so when they announced this Legacy Collection and the White Ranger in the line, I was overly ecstatic, as I did love the Power Rangers as a kid, and now I'm in my 20s. I really do love having the figures from the iconic series from the early 90s. I have seen the other figures from the wave. I do like the look of them, but now I wasn't too sure on getting them because obviously I was only in it for the Mighty Morphin line. But after seeing this, having it in hand, I'll probably get the others as well, and hopefully we'll see some more of these Lightning Collection figures at San Diego Comic Con in a couple of weeks' time, because I know they got an SDC exclusive Red Ranger, and I forgot the other character. I'm not sure. I know the Red Ranger from Mighty Morphin. That looked really good. Hopefully we get a single card Mighty Morphin figure down the line from Hasbro as well. But I have to say, this White Ranger really does impress. Hasbro have really hit it out the park with these figures. You can see here I've got the White Ranger holding his, I forgot what they call the saber. He's got his saber here, looks really cool. Looks really nice. He does hold it well in his hand. I'll bring the figure closer. If you grew up in the 90s, you obviously were familiar, or the early 90s, you were familiar with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I have to say Hasbro have done an excellent job bringing the White Ranger into plastic form, or into collector's action figure form. It does look absolutely superb. I do love the cloth look to the figure, especially on the arms and the legs. You can see it looks like cloth, which is really good because obviously they are wearing suits. It's really nice. I do love the gold. The paint is excellent, especially on the helmet head. I did have a struggle when I picked this up in Walmart. I did have a problem trying to find one with good paint, because the ones I saw with a bit of gold over it reaching the black here, or bits missing and so forth. So I was really lucky I picked up the best one I could at Walmart. The only problem I have is a slightly little dink here. You can see some the plastic beneath the gold, but aside that, this figure is absolutely perfect in the paint department. Looks really nice. Oh, one thing I did notice, you can see here on this saber, this side's painted gold. Is this gold painted side? I'll bring this in closer. Yeah, that's the gold painted side. If I turn it over this side, it was left silver, unfortunately, which is a shame. But as I have the saber in his hand or in his holster here, I'm not too bothered by that. It's a really nice looking figure. You can see here the paint in the sculpt is nigh on perfect. If you grew up with the Power Rangers, this is definitely a line to collect. I'll definitely get the Z figure if I can find him. So really good. And the range of articulation, White Ranger has a ball jointed head with a hinge, so it goes down all the way up quite back, goes pretty far back. Get a little bit of tilt, not too much tilt. He has butterfly jointed shoulders, so the board socket here, so you get a forward motion, you get a backwards motion to go pretty far, which is very nice. He's also the shoulders on the ball joint, so you can go with the articulation. You get up and go forward, and it helps get a lot of motion out of that. The articulation is sort of impeded by this chest piece here, but that's not really much of a problem at all. He also has a bicep swivel, as you can see here. Really nice. He got a double jointed elbow, so you get a full range of motion, so they can get into fist fighting poses as it comes with a fist. He also has swivel and hinge wrists. All of them have the in and out motion like this. All of them have that same motion, which works really well. He has a ball joint in the upper chest here, so you can go tilt side to side. It's just hidden beneath this piece of armor, so you go side to side, forward and back quite a lot. And also he's got a ab crunch here as well, a lower ab crunch, so you can get, wow, that is pretty darn good. It goes pretty forward, pretty far back as well. I know they've started to implement this into the Marvel Legends line with the Beast figure as well. It doesn't have any swivel at the waist, and again, it doesn't really need it. He has ball jointed hips, so you go foot forward, back, not too far, reaches the bum. He has a swivel at the thigh, which works well. He has a double jointed knee. Oh, he has a swivel at the boot here, and he has ankle rockers in the ankles. So he's fully articulated Power Rangers. Really do love these are fully articulated Power Rangers, and it's probably one of the best articulated figures I've got in my collection. This has been a real step up for Hasbro last year. They've done a bang up job with the Marvel Legends, the Overwatch figure, which I just reviewed today as well. And now as Power Rangers, they've been knocking out the park. So I've been really impressed with how Hasbro have been lately. In the way of accessories, he comes with this saber, which I've got in his hand, which I will take out his hand to show you. It is a bit tricky, but once you get it in a few times, it works. It manages it. I'll take the figure out of the way so you can just have a closer look at this. You can see it's well painted and well detailed as well. You see a a lot of nice detail there. The blades, of course, silver. No accented there. Rivets on that. Looks really nice. I do love the hilt. I do love the lion head. Or is it a tiger head? I'm not too sure what creature this is. My mind's got a bit blank on the Power Rangers. I do recognise, some, what Zords came with which one, but I completely have gone blank on what the White Rangers one was at the moment. But I do love the head here, the pommel. Basically makes the pommel really nice. It's well painted, well sculpted to fit, and of course, like I showed you earlier, it does fit in this side holster here. So you see, he's got this nice holster. Well, I should say sheath. You put the blade in like that, and it has a little thing here, so the blade can go like that without being, you can get some. It's not in the way, so it doesn't hit the articulation of the leg, which is pretty darn good. So I just have it like that. Keep it like that. He also comes with a set of interchangeable hands. Of course, he has these fists, so you can have them fighting the putty men. I do remember that from the 90s. There's a fist here, which I've got here. You can easily take this hand off here. I'll do it on camera. Be careful. Careful now. Actually, hold on. Bear me a second. Now we're back. You see I've got the fists on, so you can fight the putty men, which is really getting some effective fist fighting poses. Really good. And you also comes with this interchangeable hand here. Like a command hand, like that. Or a chopping hand. Really good. Well painted, well sculpted. I do have a pretty problem with these interchanging the hands, but they do have long pegs, so they're not likely to break, which is really good. So the interchangeable hands work well. Also comes with a blasting effect for the blade, for the sword, the saber. But I can't really get it on there effectively. But it is a pretty nice piece. You could even use for some Marvel Legends if you wanted to. That's a great thing about Hasbro's blast effects. You can use them for other lines if you wanted to. Well, that Hasbro have done. He also finally comes with an interchangeable head. My mind has gone blank on the name of the character. That is the White Ranger, but I know he started off as a baddie and came good. But I have to say the likeness, I can't remember the actor's name, I can't remember the character's name right now, but the likeness is pretty darn good. The plastic is not too shiny, so you can see the likeness pretty darn well. And if you wanted to, what I may do, I may do this quickly now on camera because the head is a bit easy to take off. So what we do is take the head off if I wanted to. This may be a way of how I display him. I haven't decided yet, but bear with me a second. Actually, we're back now and change the head. I couldn't actually get him into have this helmet positioned beneath his arm to hold, to have it in that manner. I know that some of the promotion images had the actors or the characters holding their helmet, between their thing here, but unfortunately I can't recreate that. But you can have a little closer look at the helmet before I show the head. It's really nice. Come on, my camera always has trouble focusing. For some reason, it just does not want to focus. There we are. So you can go look at that. Really nice. Anyway, here's the head. I forgot the name of the character. I have to say the likeness is pretty darn good, and it does look great on the body as well. I'm really looking forward to the other Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because I'm very familiar with those and what the actors look like beneath. The characters, not the actual actors, because I know it was based on the Japanese import show. But the characters who portrayed them in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I do remember their faces very well, so I'm very, very keen to see how well they turn out as well, because this is absolutely superb. A stunning, stunning figure. I highly recommend this. I know you can get these widely available in the States. I'm not too sure if these will pop up in the likes of Entertainer or Smyths here in the UK. I do hope so, because Smyths have been expanding to the McFarlane Fortnite stuff, so hopefully they get more Hasbro product in stores, so they do need to pick up those. Anyway, you can pick some like various e-tailers like Star Action figures, which I've got a link down below. Well worth getting, especially if you're a Mighty Morphin fan. This is an absolute must-have. Definitely another contender for Figure of the Year. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this review. Please like, share, and subscribe. There's plenty more content to come. Bye for now.